It's time now for the Beer Chill morning news for this Friday morning. It's time now for the Beer Chill morning news for this Friday morning, January 16th, 2015. Welcome to Friday morning, January 16th, 2015. Here now, your news and eyes. Here now, top story at 8:40. Here is in Berlin, Germany, where as European investigators move on broad front to sweep up suspected radicals, the Belgian police said on 13 people on Friday have been detained in Belgium and 2 in France after a shootout in which 2 men believed to be militant. In Paris, an armed man has taken several houses at a post office northwest of Paris, said officials of the city's prosecutor's office told Reuters. Authorities are looking for a teenage couple from Central Kentucky who are suspected of multi-state crime spree. Grayson County Sheriff Norman Chivich says 18-year-old dated his dispute with a 13-year-old girl. And here, with lots of films contention about little countries and how would play out, there was a popular excitement and certainly building up the Oscar nominations on Thursday morning. In Los Angeles, the spotlight still was directed straight into David Blatt's wide open pupils late Thursday night, but it was different than all of those other post-game interview sessions that the Cleveland Cowboys and coach endured late. In London, Britain's Beagle 2 spacecraft once the heroic failure by nation's astronomer Royal was rebranded as a great success on Friday for being found on Mars 11 years after going missing. Pope Francis has cautioned people of the possible consequences of insulting other people's faith, noting that there is a limited freedom of expression. In Paris, the French authorities are moving aggressively to raid and speech supported terrorism before the new law to be that tough prison sentence that a crackdown and destruction of free speech debate after last week's attacks in Paris. Hundreds of officers, including SWAT teams, are scouted at Central Florida neighborhood for 2 heavily armed men suspected of robbery, high-speed chase, and a double homicide overnight. The Wisconsin governor, who is considered a presidential campaign, said he's a case study and how to win the White House in 2016. An AIG insurance committee executive who had been missing for a week is dead, his family said on a Facebook page Thursday evening. In Austin, Texas, Governor Whitmer's leaves office say next week not so much of a man, but there's a face of there. A 14-year reign in which he became the state's longest-serving chief executive and was widely regarded as the most powerful governor. In London, shockwaves from Switzerland's move to the digital currency cap were still being felt on Friday as investors made a fresh grab for the top-rated government bonds and world shares that commodities had for another week losses. Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated reported a 7% drop in quarterly profit and investment banking revenue slid at an expected amount of the market volatility in December hit revenue in its business that trades bonds, currencies, and commodities. Oilfield services giant Schlumberger plans to cut 9,000 jobs as global collapse in crude oil prices keeps production in 2015, perhaps even longer. In Frankfurt, new car registrations in Europe rose for the first time in 2014 after 6 straight years but declines, but remained below pre-crisis levels as the auto industry made a fragile recovery amid slowdown worse in some regions. Fresh off their Oscar nominations, Birdman and Boyhood ended their award season all with multiple wins at the Critics' Choice Movie Awards. Kim Fowley, a Runaways producer of LA rock icon, died at the age of 75. Whale ocean wildlife soon face the same pressure led to the extinction of many land animals when the world enters violence. A group of scientists spared the answer. Maybe yes. Why did the paper just publish in Journal Science? In Los Angeles, the Centers for Disease Control now says that a flu vaccine this year is the least effective in a decade. A second volunteer is being transferred to the UK for observation of potential contact with the Ebola virus while working in Sierra Leone. In London, Johnson & Johnson said on Friday that newly formed groups supported work on its experimental Ebola vaccine would have received €1 million from Europe's Innovation Medicines and Nutrition Speed Development. Non-small cell lung cancer is the most common cause of lung cancer deaths in the U.S. and resulted in a fatal outcome to 160,000 people in 2014. Take a look at stock market reports. Here, Dow Futures 17,228, down 55. S&P Futures 1984, down 5. And Nasdaq Futures 46.3, down 19.25. European markets, DAX 10,011.28, down 21.33. FTSE 6494.83, down 3.95. CAC 40, 4319.84, down 3.36. Asian markets, Nikkei 16864.16, down 244.54. Shanghai 3377.43, up 40.98. And HSI trading for 103.52 down 247.39. U.S. markets down 73.20.01 down 106.38. S&P 500 92.67 down 18.60. Nasdaq 4570.82 down 68.5. Oil markets 47.01 up 76 cents. Brent 49.56 up 129, and natural gas 3.08 down 74,000 points. Gold 1269.90 up 1.10. Silver 17.12 up 18,000 points, and copper 2.5625 up 5,000 points. In bonds, U.S. 10 euro 1.7456% down 29,000 points. German 10 euro 0.461% down 14,000 points, and Germany 10 euro 0.242% up 1,000 points. European US dollar 1.18584 down 4,000 points. US dollar Germany is at 116.36 up 60 cents, and Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5159 down 2,000 points. Okay, let's take a look at New England Instant Alerts at 8:46. In bulk. Let's move it on to sports. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady has made his customary appearance at the team's news report this week with an ankle injury that he says much a chance to keep it out of the game as attacked by 10 random suspects. There's not much missing from Roy McGill's CV apart from a green jumping course and air during the second round in Abu Dhabi HSBC Championship, the world's number one added another every entry when he recorded his first hole-in-one as a professional. Finally healthy, the Oklahoma City Thunder still have to work to do in order to now have a playoff spot in the deep Western Conference. Here. And last night, the Boston Bruins blanked the New York Rangers at the TD Garden 3-0. The Boston Celtics meet at the TD Garden tonight, 7:30 p.m. Take on the Chicago Bulls. Wow! The North Lancers girls basketball team will be at Norton High tonight. Take on the Hopkins Hillers. Peter Channel News on 8:47. Time now for time now for a little traffic report here on this Friday morning here in San Francisco Expressway northbound slope from the Furnace Brook Parkway all the way down to the Mass Pike. Typical to the southbound, a little slow from the Zinc Bridge down to the Mass Pike. Typical to the northbound slope from the Pike all the way down to the Zinc Bridge. 93 southbound is backed up from Medford all the way down to the Zinc Bridge here. And we got an accident on the Southeast Expressway here. In Dorchester near the gas station, so expect delays here. 95 on the northbound side is backed up from Route 9 in Wellesley. On Route 128 all the way down from Route 20 in Weston here. Route 120 on the southbound side is backed up from Route 93 in Reddit all the way down from Route 30 in Woburn. And you hit the brakes again. Route 128 southbound from Route 2 in Lexington down from Waltham. So expect some delays here. Route 2 to the eastbound side is a little slow as you put the Fresh Pond Parkway Cambridge here. 393 to 95. Route 93 is southbound side is backed up from Route 133 in Andover down from Tewksbury Doodoo and exit at Andover. Exit on Route 93 southbound after exit 42 Dasco Road. Stop and go traffic from exit 44, which is Route 495. But otherwise, 393-95 will off from 128 to the New Hampshire border. Exit on Route 128 southbound near Route 20 in Reddit, so expect some delays here. In New Hampshire, 393-95 are modified in the Granite State here. 495 here is modified from Amesbury down through Wareham. Route 3 on the northbound side, backups from Route 18 in Weymouth all the way down for Unit 3 to Braintree, so expect some delays here. 295 on the northbound side is backed up from Route 1 in North Attleboro to 95 in Attleboro. 95 on the southbound side, backed up from 126 down for downtown Providence here. 146 southbound, so as you put 95 in Providence here. But otherwise, you're smooth sailing on the highways of Worcester and Providence Rhode Island there. Peter Channel News time, 8:49. Take a look at a weather situation here on this Monday morning here. On this Friday morning, January 16, 2015. 26 degrees on temperature with first gas. Humidity is 69%. Wind speed southwest about 5 miles per barometer. 28.75 inches. Dew point about 17 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. And the wind chill 20 degrees. Current conditions around the region here, it's 24 in Boston, 24 in Bedford, 27 in Pittsburgh, 23 in Beverly, it's 25 in Gloucester, 23 in Worcester, 22 in Sturbridge, 20 out in Webster, 21 in Norwood, 26 in Taunton, 20 in Rutherford. It's 30 in Plymouth and Provincetown, 29 in Falmouth and Chatham, 33 in Martha's 35 in Cape Cod Bay, 35 in Nantucket. It's 34 in Block Island, 32 in Wesley, 20 in Providence, 32 in New York City, 31 in Islip, 33 in Montauk, 35 in Long Island. It's 30 in Bridgeport and New Haven. It's 26 in Denver, 27 in Waterbury and Meriden. It's 24 in Hartford and Winslow, 14 in Springfield, 13 in Amherst, 17 in Greenfield, 11 in Athol, 20 in North Adams. It's 25 in Pittsfield and Albany, New York. It's 21 in Saratoga Springs, 29 in Maine, 26 in Brown, Vermont, 27 in Rutland, Vermont, 20 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 7 above in Keene, New Hampshire, 18 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 26 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 24 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 18 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 25 in Concord and Concord, New Hampshire, and 22 up in Port Maine. Here, take a look at our surface map. It shows a close front from northwestern California, stretching out of southwestern Oregon. A pink front from northwestern Oregon, stretching to west central Washington down to southern British Columbia. Here, staging front from Alberta, stretching to southwestern Saskatchewan down for western North Dakota. Warm front down for South Dakota down for Minnesota. A cold front from south central Wisconsin down for central Michigan and down for up around New York State and up into northwestern Vermont and up into Quebec. Here we got 45 from north central California down for the California coastline. Got a 45 from west central Arizona down for western Gulf of California. 45 from northeastern New Mexico down for eastern Colorado down for southwestern Nebraska. Got a 45 from north central Arkansas down for southern Missouri down for western Indiana. 45 from northeastern Georgia down for the Carolinas and 45 off the Louisiana coastline down for the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to get a warm station front down to southern Florida and a station front up to sea. Here, high pressure to eastern Idaho, western Colorado, southern Texas, and western Mississippi, and southwestern portions of Montana, and got a low pressure west central portions of South Dakota here. And off the Nova Scotia, get a 45 for New Brunswick, down for Nova Scotia, down to sea here. And peak front from west central Oregon up to western Washington, up to British Columbia here. 27 degrees, that temperature right out in Chicago and trade in Pittsburgh, 30 out in Washington, D.C., 32 in Atlanta, 65 in Miami, Florida, 45 in Brownsville, Texas, 35 in Dallas, Texas, 25 in Kansas City, and Omaha, Nebraska, 20 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 39 in Great Falls, Montana, 47 in Seattle, 49 in San Francisco, 54 in Los Angeles, it's 42 in Las Vegas, it's 20 in Salt Lake City, 39 in Denver, 26 in Albuquerque, Mexico, 53 out in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, let's take a look at a radar situation here. And radar situation shows some snow showers in mid-coast Maine and north-central Maine and eastern portions of Maine, and a line of snow showers from western Newfoundland down for eastern and north-central portions of Nova Scotia and stretching out through New Brunswick and stretching it out for Quebec, western Vermont and much of New York State and north-central Pennsylvania and stretching it out for Ontario, down for the northwest and east-central portions of Michigan and north-central portions of Wisconsin and snow showers in north-central portions of UP and Michigan. Here, some rain showers off the Florida east and west coast and a lot of rain showers off North Carolina coastline here. Rain showers in the north-central Mexico near the Texas border here. Rain, sleet, and snow showers in south-central and rain showers in east-central portions of Wyoming. Rain showers in northern portions of California and upstate Nevada here. And rain, sleet, and snow showers in southwestern Idaho, northern Idaho, and snow and sleet in west central portions of Montana. Rain and sleet in east central portions of British Columbia. And some rain showers in northern California, west central Oregon. And rain and sleet in west central portions of Washington State. And some rain showers in southeastern Alaska. And take a look at the satellite loop. Shows line of clouds off the Atlantic seaboard and line of clouds from Texas and stretching out of Mexico and out to sea. And a line of clouds coming to much of Northern California, Nevada, and down for Utah, Colorado, and coming to much to the Pacific Northwest up in Wyoming, Montana, and a line of clouds from eastern British Columbia, stretching out of Quebec, and a line of clouds from upstate New York and up into northern New England, and a line of clouds coming to much of Atlantic Canada here. Okay, let's take a look at a forecast discussion around the region here. First of all, around the country, rain and mountain snow for the Pacific Northwest and develop a storm system by Saturday night for eastern United States. Most of the country should be precipitation free over the next 2 days. The exception will be the Pacific Northwest, Northern Rockies, and and exited eastward to the Great Lakes and Pacific Coast front. With inland will bring steady rain from the Northern California to the West Washington State on Friday, and snow for the higher mountain locations. This moisture is expected to reach the Nominate Rockies this weekend in the form of snow showers, and some snow is also likely for the Dakotas and the Northern Great Lakes by the end of the forecast period. The same trail will be forecast for the reach the eastern United States by Sunday, and a trailing cold front will be also accompanied by the main surface low over the southern Ontario, Quebec. Widespread rainy weather expected to be materialized for much of the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast United States as Atlantic moisture gets dried into the storm system, and most of the snow should be confined to the interior parts of New England and upstate New York. And take a look at our forecast discussed around the region. And Dr. Cold Front will cross the region this afternoon. It will be bringing some widely scattered snow showers as well as a strong wind gust and brief period of very cold air tonight. And Saturday morning, the high pressure gives us a short break in the west, and a Saturday low pressure will track north across southeast New England and Sunday into Monday as Arctic air returns towards midweek, by which time a clipper low will skirt south of the region, bringing the chance of snow. Beyond it, more Arctic air returns, potentially keeping a coastal low well south of our area. Near term until 6 p.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. update. No major change to the forecast. And for today, Martin High confidence out in front of 2 a.m. West crossing 7 Ontario. Based on its movement, it should reach northwest Massachusetts around noon. The mass back around 2 p.m. and the south coast around 5 p.m. The pressure gradient increase in the west-southwest flow leading to the front gusts in western New York are 25 to 30 knots. That should be moving to New England this morning. Wind shift to the northwest beyond the front. And cold convection trail, the front will promote mixing at least 900 millibars and pulsing 850 millibars. And model wind data shows winds at 35 to 40 knots in this layer available to reach the surface and gusts as model signs and spring. This wind at least 2,000 feet AGL to 1,000 feet in AGL in some places can make it all the way to the surface and speed. Yesterday afternoon, upper Michigan and Lake Superior, North Ontario were gusts at 33, 36 knots, so gusts at least 35 knots are reasonable. If you have a question to participate with the front, as model cross sections show moisture between 850 millibars and 925 millibars, but dry air below cold convection aloft maintains stabilize the air mass to promote showers, but available moisture be limited. We may have some widely scattered snow showers with a precipitation of the front bar. Temperatures will depend on the speed which the Arctic air moves in us. Temperature down to millibars will support 30s in Connecticut, Rhode Island, Southeast Massachusetts, 20s across the north. Whatever validate top out and expect temperatures to start to fall after the cold front moves through. And the winds start down here. Okay. Okay. Our weather notes here. Today's high, we're going to expect 29 to 38 degrees. A very cold day and tap for the afternoon, evening. After the cold front gets through, temperatures start tumbling as expected. That slows below zero to around 10 degrees. And tomorrow's high, expect 18 to 24 degrees. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Here. How's the weather outlook is affected? Day 1 today, tonight, has the weather not expected at the time. And day 2 for 7, Saturday for Thursday. Sunday and Monday, there'll be a potential for heavy rain along with urban and poor drainage and small stream flooding and strong winds across much of the area, as well as a possibility for a wintry mix in the form of snow, sleet, and freezing rain for portions of western Massachusetts. An area of low pressure tracks north across southern New England, and Wednesday, a clipper low is forecast to pass southern region, bringing with it the chance of snow and impacts to travel. Okay, take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, a slight chance of snow showers between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Most of the sky about 37 degrees. West wind about 8 to 14 miles to gust high, 38 miles per chance of precipitation 20%. Tonight, most of the sky low around 3 degrees. Wind 2 miles as low as 6 below. Northwest wind about 9 to 13 miles per gust high, 26 miles per hour. For Saturday, south sky about 22 degrees. Wind 2 miles as low as 7 below. Wind northwest wind about 5 to 7 miles, becoming lighter variable. For Saturday, chance of snow may after 5 a.m. increasing. Clouds will low at 60 degrees. South wind about 5 to 7 miles per chance of precipitation 30%. Little no circulation expected. For Sunday, a chance of snow before 9 a.m. Then rain likely. Clouds got high about 45 degrees. South wind about 6 to 8 miles per gust high, 21 miles per chance of precipitation 7%. For Sunday, rain likely before 5 a.m. Then a slight chance of rain still. Clouds got low at 32 degrees. Chance of precipitation 7%. For Martin Luther King Day, Park Sunday, Park got about 39, low about 19 degrees. For Tuesday, Saturday, mostly clouds, about 30, low about 60 degrees. For Wednesday, a chance of snow, mostly clouds, about 33 degrees. Chance of precipitation of 40%. Wednesday, mostly clouds, low at 21 degrees. And for Thursday, mostly clouds, how about 35 degrees? Peter's one phrase of the day. Select just snowshots and temperatures are tumble today. Anyway, say have a good morning and a good day with a good positive to see you for a new time report. Have a good night.